then.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But you want them to be hustle fouls, not dumb fouls. You just don't want them not moving their feet, reaching or slapping at the ball, but working your tail off, really trying to get that ball. And right now, I think, that's what Plummer's looking for, Coach Plummer for the Mustangs, and really Coach Nelson for the Falcons right now, what he's looking for is, hey, there's no reason to make unnecessary passes. Just run the offense. Don't get complacent. Yes, we got a good lead, but don't turn your back and don't fall asleep on this team because we could get cold real quick and they can get hot. Next thing you know, see real momentum change.
Bella Rose has it stolen. 2:42 remaining here, first half. Shepard directing traffic, guarded by Martini. Off the screen from Schofield. Now from Shirley, crosses to her left. Shirley, top of the key. She'll fire a three. Got it. We're going to have to guard her now. The hot three-point shooting continues for the Lady Falcons.
Yeah, they're shooting lights out. Absolutely lights out.
Nice steal by Martini. Well, they say she was in the act of shooting. She'll head to the line for two.
So Lucy Martini to the line for two.
And for the Lady Falcons, I believe it's only one missed three-pointer here in 2 quarters of play.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head how many, but I can't count more than probably 2 that they have missed at this point.
Rebound will go to Shirley. Ahead to Shepard, 2 minutes remaining here, second quarter. 20-point lead now for the Lady Falcons. Here's Schofield. Shirley, top of the key. Back to Lambert. And Shepard gets it set up for Lady Falcons. Lambert in the corner, guarded by Aislinn Rottinghouse. Shirley, top of the key. Back to Lambert. Out to Higgins. And here's that kind of passive offense for the Lady Falcons that you were talking about here in the pregame, Judd, where, 5 minutes left, they'll dribble it out. They want to get their shot.
Yeah, I said just a little bit ago they could win this game by only scoring mid-20s. They've got that right now. They could basically do this the rest of the game if they wanted to. Play tough defense, get a turnover, and just kind of dribble the ball away and not even give the Mustangs a chance. So they may use 30, 45 seconds every time they get a possession throughout the second half and run their offense just to maintain that lead. So the opportunities for the Mustangs to even get shots are going to be very limited in the second half.
Lambert fires a three. She'll be fouled. She'll head to the line for 3.
A foul's on number 10, Aislinn Rottinghouse. Number 5, Lambert to the line for 3 free throws.
First one rattles home. Kylie Frazee and Peyton Rottinghouse checking back in for the Lady Mustangs, as well as number 13, Maddie Davis for the Lady Falcons.
A little bit of confusion there, but
second free throw for Lambert is good. Three for number 5, Anna Lambert at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting through the hard way, I guess. The old-fashioned way. I guess it's not quite the old-fashioned way, but one of the more difficult ways to go about it.
45 seconds remaining for this second quarter action. Martini, double team, kicks it to Rempe. She'll fire a 3, won't go. Rebound will go to Davis. And here's Shepard, 30 seconds remaining. And, last offensive possession for the Lady Falcons, they took, a minute and a half off the clock. So I think they're perfectly fine with taking 30 more seconds.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have any issue with that. They'll probably come clear back out close to the timeline, kind of reset.
Here's Shepard, drives to her left. Good ball movement here. Shirley, top of the key, jumper won't go. Rebound Rempe, 3 seconds remaining, 2 seconds remaining. She'd have to heave it, won't go. And after 2 quarters of play, 23-point lead for the Lady Falcons, 31-8.
Yeah, in that first half, we're going to let that be brought to you in appreciation of Dubett Family Farms, LLC, Indiana family supporting Mustang girls basketball. We sure appreciate you listening in from Indiana, and we appreciate you helping sponsor Lady Mustang basketball. We'll leave that on the screen here for just a little bit as we recap here just a few, but we talked about the lights out shooting of the Falcons early on in the half. Mustang's going to have to kind of regroup here at halftime. And again, that first half brought to you by Dubett Family Farms, LLC. We're going to take a short break here. Join us again here in about 3 minutes, and we'll recap some of the first half action here, and we'll go on again and give you some expectations of the second half maybe for the Lady Mustangs.
But before we get there, should we Bandit Brain Teaser?
Oh, Isaiah's dying to find out if he's right or wrong, and he answered the Bandit Brain Teaser. Thanks for pointing that out. Completely forgot.
But let's be real here. He's probably wrong.
Let's be real.
In all seriousness.
Probably wrong.
1 out of 4 chance. Math ain't mathing there for me, I'm going to be honest.
I'm telling you, you got a chance. What is the Kansas high school girls team record for the highest three-point shooting percent in a season? Was it A, 40.2%, 42.7%, 44.1%, or 45.4%? A, 40.2%. Incorrect, Mr. Dobbins.
Well, 0-1 start. I will bounce back.
I'm glad you wanted everybody to stick around and stay tuned to find out on that wrong answer. But 8:40 here for the halftime. We'll be back at about 3.5. Recap the first half action for you. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll be back shortly.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Backroad Broadcasting's presentation of high school basketball. Isaiah Dobbins, Judd McCormick here this evening as a big lead for the Lady Falcons at half, 31-8.
Yeah, we talked about it repeatedly throughout the first half. Falcons just coming out, shooting. They were absolutely on fire. They went 5 for 5 in the free throw line. They got 5 3-pointers, 10 total field goals. I think they only missed 1 or 2 behind the arc. Probably only 5 misses in the entire first half, whereas the Mustangs 0 for 5 from behind the arc, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So right now your leading scorers for the Falcons, number 5, Lambert with 13, number 12, Shepard with 10. And for the Mustangs right now, Aislinn Rottinghouse and Brooklyn Plummer both with 4. That's going to be your 8 points for the Mustangs. So, yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, oh my gosh.
Whoa.
We got something new going on here. Put the no talent on camera with names and everything. So
no talent.
Yeah, so we got 2.5 minutes left to go before we get started with second half action here. The Mustangs right now basically just got to find a way to kind of regroup, got to find a leader that'll step up and kind of play the second half. You know, you can go one of 2 different ways. You can go, okay, let's focus on the fundamentals. Let's just work on what we normally work on and let's play Mustang basketball. Or it's, hey, we're down 31-18. What do we got to lose? You see a three-pointer,
right.
Take it. Maybe they'll start dropping for us. You've got to think that the hot hand of the Falcons is eventually going to come to an end. I mean, they're just absolutely hitting everything that they're putting up, and it doesn't matter. Behind the arc, in the paint, from the free throw line. They were firing on all cylinders right off the bat. We thought they'd come out, run a slower style offense. Not the case. They came out, they took a shot, they made a shot, they just kept going. So they jumped out to an early lead. They could really coast the rest of this way, and so the Mustangs are going to have to be aggressive on defense. Otherwise, they'll just play keep away.
Agreed. And I think, you know, Mustangs are not only going to have to fight tooth and nail to get back into this one, but they got to be more aggressive on both ends of the basketball. Not only scoring, not only defensively, but hustling for loose boards, coming away with steals, getting points in transition. I mean, 23 points in 2 quarters of play is not impossible, but it's got to start with the things like fundamentals of basketball, like you said.
Yeah, back in my day, we called it Admiral Floor Burns. Basically, you're going to have to play so hard that you're just going after every loose ball. You're going after everything you can. Yeah, you may get a foul called here and there, but it's a hustle foul. Basically, you just want to see the aggression level pick up a notch. You want to see them giving everything they got on all aspects of the game. You know, you could have a poor shooting night, but if you're not getting after the ball, if you're not playing at everything you've got and matching the other team's intensity and aggression, you really don't have a chance to get back into this game. So it's really got to start on that defensive end, getting those stops and coming back down on the other end. Go ahead and take a drink there while you're on camera there.
Oh, there we go. I didn't know we cut it back to us. I thought
you know me, I'll call you out. So, yeah, they've got to get the stops on the defensive end and look for the best shot they could get. You know, maybe you want to take quick shots, but if they're going to do that, they got to have their bigs down in the paint ready to get the board and put back up the easy shot.
Well said. And at this point, you know, with such a big deficit here at halftime, if I'm Coach Plummer, I'm telling, hey, anybody can step up, score some points for us, you know. Next man up, so we'll see what they draw up here. But would definitely like to see a little more aggressive play out of the guards. There's been a lot of times on skip passes for the Mustang offense, and they're just kind of complacent. You know, they don't want to shoot it, but I feel like at this point in the game, they got to let that thing fly.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you got 12 girls over there on that bench, fine 5, that wants to give it everything they got. You know, we talked about Reese Grading to pass number 2. Maybe not the most talented basketball player, but I like her aggression. I like her style. She's going to go out with everything she's got and try to do anything she can. So I think he's going to look for more of that from some of the other girls. And to mention that, you know, number 2, Reese Grady getting to start here in the second half, along with Aislinn Rottinghouse, Hadley Rempe, Brooklyn Plummer, and
Lucy Martini. Martini gets it into Aislinn Rottinghouse, back out to Rempe. Rempe has it poked away. And possession arrow will stay with the Mustangs.
Looks like they called a foul on.
That'll go on number 10 of the Lady Falcons, Avery Higgins. Her first, team first.
Kind of a bailout foul right there for the Mustangs. Rempe was in dire straits there, trying to keep from traveling, trying to find a teammate to get the ball to, down on the ground with the ball. So
here's Grady over to Rempe. Rempe will fire a 3. Got it. Lady Mustangs strike first here, third quarter. 20-point lead now for the Lady Falcons.
Yeah, so maybe it's going to be that, hey, let's find it and let's put it up, see what happens. And so right here, we're going to see the Mustangs have to be a lot more aggressive on defense, going after that ball, really pressuring the Falcons to try to put something up, and they're right there getting the rebound. So one possession at a time for the Mustangs. Again, keep working the ball around. If you get a good shot on a three, great. Make sure your bigs are down underneath to get the rebound and put up an easy one.
Good drive by Rempe. Got it. Back-to-back buckets for Hadley Rempe. 5-0 run for the Lady Mustangs here starting the third quarter.
Yeah, and already a different feel from this Mustang team. You know, we kind of talked about how they felt like their body language was kind of dejected, kind of beaten already, and it's like, what do you got to lose the second half? Give it everything you got, you know. Halftime speech of the year, Varsity Blues. Let's go out there and be heroes.
There we go. I'm pretty sure that was a backwards brain teaser question, I'm pretty sure.
For
football season.
It probably could have been.
Was. Nice shot there by number 5, Anna Lambert.
Yeah, I mean, you've only got 14 minutes left to go in this game. You might as well give it everything you got.
We're going to have a jump ball possession arrow will go to the Lady Falcons. Want to go back to that cut to the camera before halftime? Did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I think Cody was out for me.
I think they decided to break out the no talent camera on the night where the color commentary hadn't shaved in a month and you're wearing your finest hats.
That's right.
So we haven't been on camera for 2 years, and there we are tonight.
I thought about wearing it backwards to be really cool, but I feel like that just would have been for further embarrassment. But here's Davis on the wing, guarded by Martini. Has it poked away, controlled by Lambert. Here's Shepard on the drive. Nice crossover, drives left, lob pass inside for Petoska. Layup, got it. Here's Martini on the wing, fires a three. Nylon. And a timeout for the Lady Falcons.
Yep, they're going to take a full timeout here. That first timeout's going to be brought to you by Shortstop.
Offering the convenience that you need and the service you deserve. You'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop always has daily food and drink specials with the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Clay Center, Wamego, Manhattan, and Westmoreland. No matter where you are going or how long it takes to get there, you'll always have time for a short stop.
And in this full timeout, we're going to roll into Faith Furniture. Serving the Manhattan and surrounding area since 1952, Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience to share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, and office, or just looking for that perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. Go in there today and find their year-end clearance sales that are going on, because when it comes to buying new furniture, you've got to have faith.
And just about 2 minutes of play here in the third quarter, and already a night and day difference here for the Lady Mustangs on the offensive end.
Yeah, Coach Kelsey Nelson there, it's like, yeah, we're not going to let them get the momentum going back. We got plenty of timeouts. They had all 5 of their timeouts here in the second half, so she went and took a 30-second timeout just to kind of regroup. Hey, they're going to be firing from the outside. They're starting to find their rhythm. They're starting to find their range now. Let's go ahead and defend that just a little bit more. We'll exchange 2s for 2s. We don't want to exchange 2s for 3s.
Here's Higgins. Pass to Davis. Now over to Lambert. Lambert guarded by Clark. Drives to her left, inside to Matoska. Layup is good. Back-to-back buckets for number 15, the freshman Riley Matoska.
Yeah, back-to-back style, too. It was a dribble penetrate, and it was just a lob pass over the fender. Found her right on the block, waiting for it. Easy 2-footer.
That kind of shows the unselfishness of the Lady Falcons offense. Both of those passes to Matoska from Shepard and Lambert. Could have easily had the drive-in layup, but...
Yeah, Mustangs just tried the same thing on their end, and unfortunately, got it taken away. But luckily for the Mustangs, empty possession there for the Falcons, so the Mustangs have an opportunity to cut back into this lead a little bit more.
4:25 remaining here, third quarter. 21-point lead for the Lady Falcons. Here's Frazee. Passes to Martini. Martini drives in, jumper, got it. That is back-to-back buckets for Lucy Martini.
Yeah, Lucy Martini had a really good game against Wabaunsee, really shot the ball well, so kind of earned her playing time tonight. She's really feeling it right now. So I think if you're the Mustangs, you've got to find number 0 wherever she's at on the court, let her put the ball up.
Schofield drives in, gets it back out to Shepard. Skip pass up to Shirley. Had a 3 in the first half. This one won't go. Possession arrow will go to the Lady Mustangs.
So again, Coach Nelson's over there going, we don't need to take those shots, work the offense. We got 2 quick, easy buckets down in the paint. Just work the offense, let it go. No need to take that. And they don't right now. They have the upper hand on the Mustangs again. They could go into their 30-second, 45-second offensive run. Mustangs are the ones that really have to find their shots early and get the ball up.
Here's Frazee, loses it. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Mustangs. Kennedy Whaley checking back in for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Whaley, guarded by Higgins. Pass over to Martini. Martini driving to her right, and they're going to get Shepard with the foul. That'll be her first, team second.
Yeah, neither team's really in foul trouble right now, but right now Mustangs got to get the ball in. Again, they're the ones that really have to be on the attack on the offensive side, trying to get the ball to Martini. Ridinghouse working hard underneath.
Here's Grady over to Martini. Martini guarded by Shepard. Over to Whaley, inside to Ridinghouse. Power dribble, finds Grady. Grady layup, won't go. And that'll be Higgins with the rebound. Ahead to Lambert. Pull-up jumper, won't go. And we're going to have a foul underneath.
Okay, that's not what I was expecting, but I thought they were going to call Peyton Ridinghouse with an over her back, and it ended up being a reach foul by number 10, Higgins. So Mustangs kind of break there. Need a bucket on this possession, though.
Matoska checking back in for the Lady Falcons. 2:30 remaining here, third quarter. Here's Lambert on the wing. Matoska top of the key, has it stolen. Martini off to the races. Got the fast break bucket. That's 7 points now for Lucy Martini and a 17-point lead for the Lady Falcons. Here's Matoska, top of the key, over to Schofield. Back out to Shepard, guarded by Whaley. Over to Lambert. Top of the key, that's Davis. Minute 45 remaining. Gets it back up top to Shepard. Spins to her right. Off the screen from Matoska. Dumps it inside, has it tipped, comes away with it. It's Lambert. Kicks it outside to Davis. She fires a 3, won't go. Rebound Grady.
Good job by the Mustangs there. Long defensive struggle right there. Still end up getting a defensive rebound. Kept the Falcons from putting another on the board. They got to quickly get a basket here. Nice drive by Macy Clark.
Shot won't go, and they're going to get Clark with the reach-in foul. Getting ready to check in for the Lady Mustangs, number 22, Ellie Prather.
We have a full timeout here taken by the Falcons. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Farmer State Bank. Farmer State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you are or you have a student looking for financial independence and want to get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmer State Bank today. You can receive a $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account, plus $25 cash each semester with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online with bankwithfarmers.com. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, and your equal housing lender.
Happy birthday, Farmer State Bank.
Happy birthday. Hey, how's about we get into a Bandit Brain Teaser number 2 here while we're at it? We're going to give Cody Lyman an opportunity here to fumble a button. Let's see what happens.
Oh, boy, he's calling the shots up there.
If you could see his face right now, it's
why don't we cut him to put him on the camera? He's not expecting it. Just kidding. Shout out to Cody. He's doing a great job.
So last week we talked about the most fouls ever called in a game. This week we're going to go the opposite way. What is the fewest number of fouls called in the Kansas high school girls game total for both teams combined?
0.
Is it 6, 8, 10, or 12?
I'm going to go with C10. Final answer.
Stay here till the middle of the third, or between the third and the fourth, and we'll give you that answer.
For who wants to be a Backroads broadcast billionaire.
Mustangs come out in a full court press. They know they got to press it now. They've only got about 9 minutes left to go in this game. They need to get some turnovers and get some shots on the other end.
Here's Shepard, top of the key, over to Lambert, guarded by Whaley. Tries to hit Schofield.
So this right here is kind of what taking away the 1-and-1 has done. Right now there's no point in fouling to get up to 5 because you know you're going to get 2 shots every single time. So it really puts the pressure on you as a defender to just try to take that ball away.
Here's Matoska, top of the wing, or top of the key, excuse me, over to Davis. Back over to Shepard, 25 seconds remaining now. And well disciplined for the Lady Falcons offense.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
that for the last possible second to get the shot off.
I think that was part of that timeout. It's like, hey, we've taken some unnecessary shots. We've been kind of sloppy with the ball. We're going to go ahead and play Falcon basketball right now.
Drive by Lambert. So head to the line for 2. Looks like she might have gotten an extra step there on the drive, but she'll head to the line for 2 free throws here. 4.9 seconds remaining.
That fouls on 22, Ellie Prather, who checked into the game in that last timeout. So on the floor for the Mustangs, you have Whaley, Prather, Clark, Martini, and it's like Grady.
Matoska, open layup won't go. She get it off at the last second.
They are going to count it.
Second chance bucket, and a 19-point lead now for the Lady Falcons. So Mustangs cutting the lead a little bit here at the end of the third quarter. Saw some good things on the offensive end. On the defensive end, I feel like they just need to disrupt the rhythm of the Lady Falcons here a little bit. Not that the Lady Falcons are doing anything crazy on the offensive end, but getting hands in passing lanes, playing more physical defense.
Yeah, while we're talking about that, we'll go ahead and have that quarter brought to you by the DuBet Family Farms, LLC. Indiana family supporting Mustang girls basketball. We appreciate all your support coming from Indiana. Thank you for tuning in to us here in St. George, Kansas, here at the Rock, watching some Rock Creek Mustang basketball. But yeah, like you were saying, Mustangs have to get a little bit more aggressive. They only had 8 points at halftime. They put up 12 in that quarter alone. I think Lucy Martini had 7 of those 12. So
Hadley Rempe had the other 5.
Hadley Rempe had the other 5. Yeah, she had a 3-pointer and a 2 and a drive and a bucket. So Mustangs need to maybe look to do more of that. They're going to have to come out. They're going to have to put really full court pressure on. Basically, you're going to have 1 safety back, and the other 4 are just going to be running crazy all over the court, doing whatever they can to disrupt the Falcons, and the Falcons have to know that pressure's coming.
And still a big deficit for Lady Mustangs, but 39-20 looks a lot better than 31-8.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we saw, the body language you talked about. The Mustangs look like, what do we got to lose? Let's just go out there and play our game. And really, it's kind of that same boat. They have nothing to lose at this point in time by giving it everything they got. And really what they want to do is just build some momentum, take something into the winter break, and have something to build off of to come into next season or the next semester, because you're starting out with the number 1 and the number 4 team in 3A in Silver Lake and Rossville. So it's not going to get any easier for the Mustangs.
3-pointer for Rempe won't go. Rebound controlled by Higgins. Higgins, the pass to Matoska. Nice pass inside to Lambert. Lambert, layup won't go. She'll head to the line for 2.
I think we had about an 8 or 9 inch mismatch right there between Lambert and Whaley. Whaley was doing everything she can to try to get in there and body up. Didn't let her get the easy shot.
First free throw for Lambert's good.
Well, they just don't miss those.
I don't think they have. As I check with my unofficial statistician to my left.
8 for 8 right now from the line for the Lady Falcons.
There we go. Lead back up to 21 now for the Lady Falcons. Here's Whaley on the wing. Nice pass inside to Plummer. Layup won't go.
So we see a floor shot there, some action.
Here's Lambert, guarded by Clark. Up top, Shepard. Drives to her left. Gets it over to Higgins.
Good switch there by the Mustangs. Playing tough defense. Good job there by Plummer, just tipping that ball away. Martini comes up with it. Here come the Lady Mustangs.
Here's Whaley. Up top to Clark. Back to Rempe. Rempe looking for Plummer. Drives in. And we'll have a foul on the floor. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, so it's a tough situation for the Mustangs. You want to run your offense, but you don't have the luxury of taking 20, 30, 40 seconds to run it. So we're going to have a 30-second timeout on the floor by, looks like the Lady Falcons. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Roach Media Group.
Your local friendly professional photographer. Packages are available for engagements, wedding, professional headshots, senior and family portraits. Providing high-resolution image files or prints taken on location or in their study with professional edits available. They are also your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and VR 360 tours when you reach out to them today. That's roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE mediagroup.com. Shout out to producer Cody Roach. Or should I say Cody Liming at the moment?
Cross-training. That's always important.
Cody, you're doing a great job.
6:26 left to go in the game. Mustangs. Whaley put up a 3. She had a good look.
Rebound to go to Lambert. So they switch. So that means we have to switch. You take the play-by-play.
I'm going to take the play-by-play, and you're going to keep stats.
Yeah.
Let me teach you how to do this, and then we'll try that after the break. Go back to the old paper method. That wasn't insane and terrible to try to calculate on the fly.
Yeah.
Mustangs going to have to get a little bit more aggressive here. They got fouls to give if they need to, but they need to start going for that ball a little bit more often, power through some of these screens that are happening.
Nice. Lambert with the travel there. And 5:49 remaining for the Lady Falcons offense. I believe next possession down, they're okay with dribbling the ball for 5 minutes.
Yeah, they really could probably get away with maybe 7 or 8 possessions left in this game, where the Mustangs are going to need, they're going to need at least 9, 10 possessions to even tie this game right now, and that's if they, get hot from behind the arc. It's going to take at least 7 3-pointers right now to tie it, so they need to take care of the ball. They need to take advantage of what 7 to 10 possessions they have left and really limit what the Falcons are doing with theirs. Falcons are happy to dribble away 4 or 5 possessions, really.
5:30 remaining here, fourth quarter. Martini, quick 3-pointer, won't go. Rebound will go to Davis.
Yeah, so I don't think you'll see the Falcons looking to push to get a shot up anytime soon unless they have an absolute easy shot within 5. I stand corrected.
And that'll be last touch by the Lady Falcons. I feel like you should have a knack for that, Judd. You say things before they happen, or.
Well, I was way off on that one. I don't know. If I got a 21-point lead right now, I think I'm taking a little bit more time off the clock, working around a little bit. Maybe don't need to shoot any more 3-pointers. They've gotten some good points in the paint. Right there, they got
jumper for Lambert. And that is our first Farmers State bank shot of the evening. And one conversion is good for Lambert. Substitution for the Lady Falcons, Gracie Schofield checking back in.
Yeah, Lambert spent money tonight for the Falcons.
Going to get Shepard with the foul. That'll be the team second foul, Shepard's second.
You get the ball in. Mustangs almost with a uncontested 5 seconds there.
Martini over to Whaley. Nice pass inside to Rottinghouse. Layup will go. 22-point lead now for the Lady Falcons. Here's Shepard driving to her left. And one of the keys, I would think, late here in the game for the Lady Mustang defense is a team that wants to, be complacent, run out the clock, is just make them uncomfortable. The Lady Falcon offense is really setting the rhythm right now, and it would be the Mustangs who need to kind of disrupt that rhythm. Yeah,
I mean, you got to find what we call the pests, right? Get your pests out there. Martini with the steal. She's going to end up getting a foul called on number 11, Gracie Schofield there for the Falcons. So good job by Martini jumping up into that passing lane, getting a steal, giving an empty possession to the Falcons. Down to 4:06 left to go in the game, 22-point lead for the Falcons. Mustangs really at this point in time either need the easy 2-footers in the lane or they need to start hitting threes.
Here's Rempe over to Whaley. Whaley looking for Rottinghouse. Drives to her right, floater, got it. Nice take by number 5, Kennedy Whaley. Higgins finds Shirley. Shirley back into the corner. Over to Shepard. Shepard guarded by Whaley, this time to Schofield.
Yeah, and right now, number 5, Lambert's on the bench, catching a breather to run out the rest of this game. But I think if you get a chance, you want her back in, the ball in her hand as much as you can. She's been pretty much money from the line all night. I don't think the Falcons have missed a free throw as a team.
Good ball movement here by the Lady Falcons. Shirley wide open on the wing. She'll let it go. Won't go. Rebound will go to Rottinghouse. She'll be fouled.
There was the dare. We're going to let you have it. I hope you can't keep shooting like you were in the first half. And now all of a sudden, just like that, number 10.
So that'll be
Schofield with 4.
6 total fouls here for the fourth quarter. But I'm curious to know the answer to our Bandit brain teaser for the least amount of fouls in a Acacia girls game.
Well, that answer is partially blocked by our scoreboard.
I believe I said C was my final answer. And
wah, wah.
I'll be danged.
8 fouls. Happened in 1991, Onega Buffaloes against the Wetmore Cardinals. Onega had 3 total fouls, Wetmore had 5.
Pass inside, last touched by the Lady Mustangs.
That is either the cleanest game ever played or the poorest officiated game ever played. Don't really know, but 8 total fouls called. Could have been a bloodbath for all we know.
Yeah, what did they, back in the day, what did they say, prison rules?
Yeah.
No blood, no foul.
So 2:35 left to go. Mustangs down by 20. Going to look to be getting some quick shots up here. Got a mass substitution here by the Falcons. Coming back in is going to be Lambert, Matoska, and looks like Avery Higgins checking back in. Schofield, Shirley, and Wemsher out.
Here's Martini, guarded by Davis. Now over to Whaley. Back out to Frazee to Rempe. We're going to have a foul underneath. Possession arrow will stay with the Lady Mustangs. I'll send Peyton Rottinghouse to the line for 2.
So then you get the opposite. So now you got foul. When you get the lead, you'd rather have them possibly only making 1 on a trip instead of 3 at this point in time. So really this rule change of the 1-on-1 going away is in the beneficiary of the team in the lead, not the team behind.
And I agree with you there, Judd, but I would also say that, it gives you redemption at the free throw line. There were a lot of times I stepped up for a 1-on-1, and I wish I could have made the first one, so I could have got a second one. But now you get 2 chances. And I think it'll help the game go a lot more smoothly as well.
Well, you might see an emphasis on the free throw again. It seems like it's kind of become a lost art of making a free throw. I'm at almost 50, and I could probably go out and make about as many free throws as half of the shooters that are in high school right now, because that sometimes they make more from 23 feet than they can from 15.
Nice bucket there by Matoska. Here's Whaley on the wing. Back out to Rempe. Skip pass over to Martini, back to Whaley. Inside to Aislinn Rottinghouse. Good ball movement there by the Lady Mustangs. 3-point bomb by Martini won't go. And here's Lambert, guarded by Frazee. Back to Lambert. Over to Davis, excuse me. Nice pass inside to Lambert. Goes up with it, won't go. Hadley Rempe comes away with the rebound. Ahead to Aislinn Rottinghouse. Nice catch, drives in. Left-hand layup won't go. Steals it away from Lambert. Back out to Frazee. Back out to Rempe. Here's Whaley on the wing. Over to Martini, to Frazee. Skip pass to Rempe. She'll fire a 3. Got it. And Coach Nelson wants to talk things over.
Yeah, we're going to have a 30-second timeout just to get some players in. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Liming Productions. Based out of St. George, Kansas, Liming Productions is your source for 5-star wedding videography, event videography, and corporate events and small business commercials. Let Liming Productions capture all of your special moments and compile the story you'll want to watch over and over. Liming Production, capturing stories for life. See their services and highlights at facebook.com, Liming Productions. And they didn't take the full 30. And sneaky people. Riley with a mass change with, looks like Kaylee Blair in number 3, Bale Hancock, and number 23, Emma Onderas.
So 22.4 seconds remaining. Frazee fires a 3. Won't go. Rebound will go to number 23. That's Emma Anderez. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Shirley. Back over to Blair. Blair drives in. Floater won't go. And that'll do it for the girls matchup here this evening. 46-29, your final score. Lady Falcons getting a win on the road here over the Lady Mustangs.
Yeah, so I'll be dropping the Mustangs to a record of 2-4 on the season. Lady Falcons will be moving to 3-2 on the season, that 46-29 victory. Leading scores for the Mustangs, it's going to be number 11, Hadley Rempe with 8, number 0, Lucy Martini with 7, and then chipping in 4 apiece, going to be number 10, Aislinn Rottinghouse, number 21, Brooklyn Plummer, and number 4, Peyton Rottinghouse, and then Kenny Whaley, number 5, putting 2 up on the board as well. Mustangs only shooting 38% from the field, 3 for 13 behind the arc, 23%. Only had 4 chances from the free throw line, only making 2 of those, shooting about 50%. As for the Lady Falcons leading the way, probably what you'd expect, number 5, Anna Lambert with 20 points. Number 12, Taryn Shepard, and number 15, Riley Matoska with 10 apiece. And then you have Gracie Schofield and looks like Drew Shirley with 3 apiece there for the Lady Falcons. So Falcons kind of getting the momentum right off from the get-go, jumped out to a quick lead, had a good halftime lead on the Mustangs. And then really the Mustangs tried to fight back. I think they did a good job in the second half. Maybe if they started out the game playing quite like they did in the second half. You know, they had a pretty good showing. They only had 8 points at halftime. Ended up with, of course, I shut everything down, and now you can make fun of me for doing
20,
it.
I think 29.
29. So putting up 21 points. And we talked, you know, we thought they'd have to score about mid-40s to win this game. Falcons end up with 46. So, yeah, not too far off of what I expected. I thought the Falcons could get away, win this game with a mid-20s. Mustangs put up 29. So Falcons with a 46-29 point win tonight. Last game in the before the break for the Mustangs, so they got some work they're going to do over the break, but you know we saw some positive things in the second half, I think.
They do, and we talked in the pregame show, sponsored by Farmer State Bank, about the 3A juggernaut of the girls, you know, sub-state, and I think that this Lady Falcon team can make a deep run with their way to really be patient and disciplined on the offensive end, wait for their shot. They can make a run at state title.
Yeah, and you talk about that 3A sub-state is crazy. You got the number 1 team in Silver Lake, the number 4 team in Rossville, the number 8 team currently in St. Mary's. Then you got a very, very good Riley Falcons team. You've also got a very, very good Nemaha Central team. So just incredible. It's going to be a tough sub-state to come out of, and whoever comes out of that sub-state has probably got to be one of the favorites to actually win it all at that point in time. So, yeah, so the Mustangs are going to have a hard time. They come back after the break on the road. Their first 2 games are at Silver Lake. We just talked about number 1 team in 3A. And then at Rossville, the number 4 team in 3A. So things aren't going to get any better, any easier for the Mustangs. We expected that. I think Coach Plummer expected that. And so Mustangs will just have to do what they can at the break and kind of rebuild off of that and get ready to go for really the second 2/3 of the season.
And we touched on it at halftime and at the pregame show. I feel like the Lady Mustangs haven't played their best basketball yet. I think after a break like this, they'll come back stronger. They fall to 1-2 at home now, but definitely lots to look forward to with that young team.
Yep, so as we'll finish wrapping that up, that's going to conclude our broadcast of the girls' varsity game this evening. The boys' game is set to start here in about 14.5 minutes. We're going to return here in about 4.5 minutes. We're going to give you the Week 3 lowdown on scores and rankings and events from around the state. So stay right here with us. And remember, I'm Judd McCormick.
I'm Isaiah Dobbins. We'll be right back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Backroad Broadcasting's presentation of high school basketball. Isaiah Dobbins, Judd McCormick, as we get set for the boys matchup here this evening.
Yeah, going to be a fun one tonight. We're going to talk a little bit more about it here on the Farmer State Bank pregame. The varsity boys pregame brought to you by Farmer State Bank, celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you're looking for a new home, then you need to meet the team at Farmer State Bank. They're there to help you make the move. Make that move today and go to bankwithfarmers.com. NMLS number 403435. Go a little quicker. 403-435.
You had to go. I was trying to get fast, but.
Yeah, we got about 8 minutes to go here before we start the boys action. We're going to talk a little bit about some things that are around the league. Keisha here in the last week just did a release of some all-state football and all-area teams. So we wanted to give a shout-out to Senior Dagan Vanduska, Junior Mason Faith, Senior Cade Wellfringer, all honorable mentions in all Class 3A football. So good job and congratulations to those guys. You know, Dagan Vanduska, of course, will be playing tonight here in this basketball game. Mustangs are on the road last week. They had 2 games that happened last week. We'll go ahead and take a look at those 2 games right quick here. On Tuesday the 12th, Rock Creek Mustangs were at the St. Mary's Bears. Mustangs winning that game 77-71 over a very good Bears team. At that point in time, Mustangs moved to 3-1 on the season with their 1 loss, obviously coming to the Abilene Cowboys, that are now ranked 8th in 4A. The Bears came into that game 3-0, and they were ranked 9th in 3A. So very good St. Mary's team. I think they'll go deep in 3A.
And to add on what you're saying there, that's a sleeper.
That is
number 8 in 4A.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on Friday night, Friday the 15th, Rock Creek Mustangs were at the Wabaunsee Chargers. Had a dominant win over the Chargers, 72-31, moving the Mustangs to 4-1 on the season. They're currently sitting 4th in the Class 4A East Sub-State standings. So new rankings will come out tomorrow on Tuesday, but right now they're 4th in the Sub-State behind Baldwin, Atchison, and Fort Scott. So we can take a look at those rankings right now that are currently happening in 4A. Like we said, Mustangs were a preseason rank, lost to Abilene. Abilene jumped into those rankings. Mustangs probably looking to claw their way back into it right now, and as you can see right there on the screen.
So we have McPherson followed by Hugoton, Atchison, Towanda Circle. Graphic went a little fast for me here. Let me get that for you. Followed by Towanda Circle, Baldwin, Roland Park, Bishop Miege, Fort Scott, Abilene, Chanute, and Ottawa. So some new faces there in the 4A top 10, but early top 10 as well. And most of the teams, you know, like we said, 4A is full of talent. So many of those teams will be rotating into the top 10, top 5, top 3, and then, you know, right around top 15, stuff like that.
Yeah, and St. Mary's is a very, very good team. They'll be there in 3A. Abilene, obviously, I think the best team that we've seen in 4A so far this year. They just outplayed the Mustangs, and the Mustangs won loss. They were kind of flat, kind of complicit a little bit. Abilene really kind of came in. They set the tempo, they set the tone, and they were really the aggressor on that. Well-deserved Abilene ranking there. I'll be shocked if they stay at 8, but Hugoton and McPherson, they're going to be 1-2 most of the season anyways. They are really top-notch talent that's with those 2 teams. But then we talk about tonight's game. We talk about, we'll at least leave that down there for now.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
I tried to get it, but I was too slow.
Right now, coming in tonight, we got the Riley County Falcons. Right now, the Falcons are kind of struggling a little bit. They're 1-3 on the season, getting off to a little bit of a slow start. Had their 1 win against Blue Rapids, actually, the first game of the season. And then they've had 3 straight losses to Concordia, Silver Lake, and then at Clay Center just last week. So Falcons have 2 games before the break. This will be the Mustangs' last game before the break, so the Mustangs would like to finish with a win, go into their break at 5-1. Falcons would really like to pick up a win here tonight, move themselves to a 2-3 with the opportunity to be back to 500 before they get into that break. So
and this Falcons team, very young team, only led by 3 seniors, and it's been that way. You know, they've had young teams throughout the past, but much like the Clay Center, they hit that second year and they make a run at the state title. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you were with us last year for this same game here at the Rock, Mustangs jumped out to a really quick lead. I think it was like 15 to 20 point lead early on in the game, and the entire game they just kept cycling in freshmen and younger Falcons that kept coming in who weren't intimidated by the Mustangs. They just kept chipping away. And I think they actually got it down within single digits with just a few minutes left to go in the game before the Mustangs actually hit free throws and put it away, put it back into double digits. But
and, you know, we take a look at this, I should say Rock Creek track team, basketball team, because, man, these guys like to run, you know. They're run and gun type of team. no real set offense. You know, they run that 4-out, 1-in motion. But I think the player to watch this evening for the Mustangs would be number 13, Dagan Medeska. We saw him in foul trouble last game, and from last week, he all over. So we'll see what he can do tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the big three for the Mustangs are going to be number 3, Burgess, 13, Vendeska, and number 24, Schneider. Those are going to be the three that everybody's going to watch to come in here. But we've seen other players step up. You know, early on, Schneider struggled a little bit in the first couple games. The rest of the team stepped up. Last outing that we had here, Vendeska, I think, had 4 points and 5 fouls, so the rest of the team really kind of had to step up and play it. So they have other people on this team that could do that. They run a deep bench. You know, Coach Smith is going to work players around. He's going to find that 5, but he's got his 3 core that he wants to keep in there and keep them hot. The only thing that's going to take them out of the game for the most part is just giving them a breather, foul trouble here and there. But the offense is going to run through Burgess. Sometimes they've kicked it out to, you know, some other players. Sometimes Schneider brings the ball up. Sometimes they'll bring in, you know, they'll bring in number 0, Christensen, or sometimes even you know, Rosa will bring the ball up just to get Burgess off into the shooting wing, kind of free him off the ball to kind of put the shot up.
Right.
You know, he led the team in scoring in both the last couple of games, so kind of moving more into a 2 role from the 1 role.
Exactly.
Even though he's probably the best one on the team, you know, he shoots the ball so well. Sometimes there's just opportunities. If you're not getting a full court press, slide him over to a 2, let somebody else bring it up.
And I think one of the great things that we see with this Mustang team is depth. You know, we really haven't seen that before in a few years, ever since, you know, head coach Justin Smith came over, assistant coach Jackson Goodmiller, assistant coach Dawson Zinger. And I think ever since then, you know, ever since takeover of Justin Smith, he's developed these younger guys and has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys that are ready to play.
Yeah, you know, and this game can go several different ways tonight. I mean, they could get out to a quick lead and just run all over the Falcons. I don't actually see that happen. I think this will be a much closer game. Even though the Falcons have struggled a little bit here, you know, they just recently lost to Clay Center. It was a much closer game. It was a very low-scoring game.
Right.
I think it was 30-some, 20-some. That's what the Falcons need to be in this. Mustangs, you know, they want to put up 60-plus points. They don't want to keep it a low-scoring game. They don't want to let the Falcons control it. So let's go ahead and get into our routes to victory here. About a minute and a half left to go in the game. Our routes to victory powered by Max Motors of Manhattan. Worth the drive from anywhere.
So for the Mustangs, it'll be get it and go. Look to run out and transition, drive the lane, aggressive on the offensive end, and find the hot streak.
Find the hot streak.
Steak on the
steak on there. Streak. Good thing we spelled it right in the first place. Riley County, they want to slow the Mustangs down. Like I said, we don't want this to get into a shootout. They want to keep that really low. They need to box out on a D, keep the Mustangs second chance opportunities from happening, and really use their defense to kind of force Mustangs into bad shots. Don't let them get their feet set, no matter from where. We know they're going to put it up from anywhere from 2 to 23 feet if their feet are set and they're feeling it.
So we're just moments away from game time here. We'll take a short intermission for tonight's national anthem. Great singing of the national anthem. Shout out to Junior Paige Lewandowski.
Yeah, just yet another
performance.
Yeah, amazing performances.
So for the starting lineups tonight, this evening, for the Mustangs, a 6-foot senior, number 0, Trevor Christensen. For the Falcons, a 6'2 junior, Eli Harmison. For the Mustangs, let me find it on the program here, a 6-foot junior, number 3, Coley Burgess. For the Falcons, number 2, Eli Harmison.
Yeah.
For the Mustangs, a 6'3 senior, Dagan Venduska.
And for the Falcons, a 6-foot senior, number 15, Jake Lambert.
And for the Mustangs, number 24, 6'3 senior, Brady Schneider.
And for the Falcons, number 23, a 6-foot junior, Jace Woodard. Falcons are going to be head coach Dustin Weber, assistant coach Jess Woodard. Mustangs, of course, coached by Justin Smith, head coach, and Jackson Goodmiller and Dawson Zinger as your assistant coaches. We were so flabbergasted by the national anthem that we were a little slow on the draw there for the starters, but we apologize.
It's all right. We'll get it figured out.
We'll get it figured out. We'll have your starters right by halftime, folks. I guarantee
it. It's a Backroads broadcast guarantee.
Ooh, that could be a new thing. So yeah, the last
RBG.
Last RC Rumble here at the Rock as a league rivalry. We've talked about it often. Mustangs moving to the North Central Kansas League. Riley and a few other league rivals from the Mid-East League will be joining the Big 7 and forming a new Big East League. So I believe Silver Lake, Rossville, St. Mary's may be joining that league, going in with, I think, like Royal Valley, Nemaha Central, so a couple other. That's going to be a juggernaut league for 3A next year in all sports.
It'll really be interesting to see because, the Mid-East League now, is formed of six teams. And with that merger, that's going to be a big race for 3A.
Yeah, and I think it's a good move for all teams involved. The Mid-East has kind of run its course. The size of the schools have gotten so varied, it was just hard to kind of keep this league going.
Here's Woodard on the drive, back out to Harmison, over to Hopper. Hopper guarded by Zeller. Here's Harmison on the drive, pull-up jumper, got it. Tough shot there by Harmison. Here come the Mustangs now. Coley Burgess directing traffic, guarded by Hopper. Here's Burgess off the screen, splits the double team. Nice pass inside. Schneider, layup, got it. Last time we saw Brady Schneider in action, huge game for him. A 20-point double-double for the senior Brady Schneider. Here's Hopper back, driving inside. Kicks it into Weber, but he'll be fouled. That foul will go on number 24, Brady Schneider of the Mustangs. Here's Harmison, fadeaway jumper, won't go. Rebound, Coley Burgess. Coley Burgess pushing into the front court, kicks it over to Zeller in the corner. And Burgess gets things set up for the Mustangs. Christensen tries to get it into Venduska. Has it tipped, controlled by Burgess. Here's Zeller. Man-to-man look for the Falcons. 6:20 remaining here, third quarter. Here's Zeller, top of the key. Back to Burgess, inside to Venduska. Venduska back out to Christensen. Top of the key, Zeller. Jumper, got it. Nice pull-up jumper there by number 23, Riker Zeller.
That's probably one of the more patient offenses I've seen out of the Mustangs this year. Really worked their offense around and got a really good shot there by Zeller.
Nice pass inside to Hopper. Layup will go. Nice find by number 15, Jake Lambert.
I'm going to go with Hooper on that. He's hooperster. He's a hoopster.
Hoopster. Here's Christensen. Inside to Zeller. Back out to Christensen. Fires a corner three. Won't go. Rebound will go to number 22 of the Falcons. That's Jace Woodard. Woodard gets the offense set up for the Falcons. Pass over to Lambert. Now to Harmison. Inside to Weber. Hopper, pull-up jumper. Hits back iron, won't go. Rebound Christensen. 5:10 remaining here first quarter. Here's Burgess, drives in, hop step, awkward floater, won't go. Rebound Christensen. And Burgess loses his shoe. We'll have a foul on the floor. That'll be on number 15 of the Falcons. That's Jake Lambert, his first, team first. Zeller, corner three, short. Rebound, Schneider. Draws a double team, kicks to Vendeska. Pull-up jumper, won't go. Saved by Zeller. Or, excuse me, Christensen. Back out to Burgess. He fires a three. Nylon!
Yeah, Mustangs worked hard for that one, tipping it back in, getting some second chance opportunities. Falcons beat them in the transition, though. And just couldn't quite get the two-footer to go down. Looks like we're going to be a foul on, is that Hooper?
Yep.
Oh, he's going with Hopper, too.
That'll be his second, or his first, team
it
second,
Hopper.
Excuse me. Little pressure of their own from the Falcons. Burgess draws the triple team, kicks it over to Zeller. Zeller drives to his left, hop step. Bounce pass Burgess, jumper, got it. Back-to-back buckets for Coley Burgess. 9-4, Mustangs up by 5 here, about halfway through the first quarter. Here's Lambert. That'll be a three-pointer from Woodard, won't go. Rebound to Burgess. Burgess driving in, kicks it over to Christensen. Back to Burgess. Over to Christensen. And Christensen get things set up for the Mustangs. Here's Vendeska on the wing. Inside to Zeller, good ball movement here. Coley Burgess fires another three, won't go. This time rebounded by Vendeska. Nice ball movement here by the Mustangs. Christensen, corner three, bottoms. That's Harmison splits the double team. Falcons have numbers. Back out to Lambert. Flyers the floater, won't go. Vendeska ahead to Burgess. Over to Vendeska, back to Schneider. Zeller, corner three, thought about it, pump fakes, drives in. He'll be fouled, head to the line for, I believe they're gonna call us on the floor. So possession arrow will stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, Mustangs have absolutely controlled the pace of this game to start with. Because of that, we're about to see a mass substitution.
Yeah. And group substitution here for the Mustangs. 4 in, 4 out. And let's see, we have Gavin Rosa, David Wilkinson, Peter Martini, and then checking in for the shooter, that'll be number 12, Peyton McCarn. For the Falcons, checking in will be number 24, Trey Weber. Here's Woodard. Back out for number 15, that's Lambert. Nylon, nothing but net. 13-7 lead for the Mustangs. KJ Davis also checking in for the Falcons. Here's Burgess, inside to Zeller. Has it poked away by Weber. Tries to get it inside to a cutting Martini, has it stolen. Here's Lambert. Drives in, kicks it out to Harmison, guarded by Zeller. Woodard drives in, pullback jumper, got it. Nice jump shot there by Woodard.
Yeah, tough off-balance shot there, cutting the Mustang lead down to 5.
Minute 58 remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Zeller on the wing. Kicks it to the short corner. That's Wilkinson. Back to Zeller, inside to Martini. Back out to Rosa. He'll fire a 3. Got it. Hot shooting night from deep from the Mustangs. 3 for 4 from three-point land.
Yeah,
Weber fires a 3, won't go.
Mustangs kind of forcing the pace right now. I think Riley kind of taking some quick shots right there. Mustangs getting the looks that they want.
Good ball movement here by the Mustangs. Rosa back to Zeller. Burgess, corner 3. Long, called out a pass to Martini. Has it blocked by Weber. Here's Harmison going to work on Martini. Passes it over to Lambert. Woodard in the corner, drives baseline. Reverse layup, won't go. Rebound Burgess. Here's Zeller, draws the double team. Skip pass out to Rosa, back to Martini, back to Rosa. He'll fire another 3. Won't go. Rebound Wilkinson. And this will be on the floor. That foul will go on number 22, Jace Woodard, his second, team 4th. Peyton McCarn checking in for the Mustangs.
Yeah, finally McCarn's been waiting there for a while to try to check in. And Zeller missed that second free throw, and another 4 minutes came off the clock in the process. Down to just 38 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Been a fast pace, fast action first quarter here.
Going to get Burgess with the foul. That'll be his first, team second.
Yeah, 34.3 left to go in the first. Mustangs 16, Falcons 9. Mustangs in a full court press.
There's Weber, 30 seconds remaining. Weber takes it all the way. Turnaround jumper won't go. Rebound for number 10. That'll be Chase Lundberg, but has it swatted away by Martini. Here's Burgess, 10 seconds remaining, and it looks like they're going to hold for the last shot here. Burgess going to work on Weber. 5 seconds remaining. Burgess picked up his dribble to Wilkinson. Back to Burgess. He's got to get it up. He got it, but it's going to be waved off. We're going to have a, I believe, illegal screen on the Mustangs.
They're going to call McCarn with an illegal screen right there, so it's going to be no shot. Going to be no good. That was a fast-paced first action. Here at the end of the first quarter, we're going to bring you a break by shortstop. Offering the convenience that you need and the service you deserve, you'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop always has daily food and drink specials, the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Clay Center, Wamego, Manhattan, Riley, and Westmoreland. No matter where you're going or how long it takes to get there, you'll always have time for a shortstop.
This break is also brought to you by Faith Furniture, serving Manhattan and the surrounding area since 1952. Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience to share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, or office, or just looking for the perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you gotta have faith.
That was so fast. Maybe we ought to try to get the Bandit Brain Teaser first one in here. We're going to run out of time. Things are moving quick tonight. And since Isaiah's not doing well, let's go ahead and keep it going.
Oh, very insult to injury there, Chad.
What is the Kansas High School boys team record for the highest three-point shooting percent in a season? Is it 38.5, 40.2, 42.9, or 45.4?
I'm going to go with D, 45.4.
Yeah, why not, right?
Here's Eller inside to Venduska. Back out to Christensen. Back up top to Zeller. Over to Schneider. Here's Venduska. Good spacing here by the Mustangs. Here's Christensen, guarded by Davis. And we're going to have a turnover by the Mustangs. Here's Weber now to Harmison, and he'll get the offense set up for the Falcons. Lambert going to work on Christensen. Good ball movement here by the Falcons. Harmison drives in, has it stolen. Zeller has his pocket picked. Weber inside to Lundberg. Trying to get Lundberg with the travel.
Yeah, trying to slow things down just a little bit. Mustangs controlled the pace the first quarter, went a very fast first quarter, jumping out to a 7-point lead. Kind of slowing it down, running offense now. So Mustangs kind of changing pace back and forth here. They're nice feed into Schneider.
That's Lambert. Drive in on Schneider, and Schneider picks up the charge.
It's going to be Lambert's second foul. Cody Sharp, number 10, checking in for the Falcons. Or checking out, sorry. Number 3, Trent Weber's checking back in.
Pass inside of Venduska, stolen. Here's Harmison. Pass to Weber. Jumper is good. 7-point lead now for the Mustangs. 5:45 remaining here in the second quarter. Three-two zone look for the Falcons. Good ball movement there by the Mustangs. Zeller's three long. Rebound Christensen. Weber comes away with it. Weber draws a double team. Harmison fires a three. Won't go.
Yeah, both teams struggling to kind of find their rhythm in the first 3 minutes here of the second quarter. I think the action and the pace of the first one.
Well, not only that, but the Mustangs really dictated how the game was played. And what we're seeing here as of late is they're kind of playing the same style basketball as the Falcons. You know, we're seeing a lot of run and gun, not a lot of offense. One pass, chuck a three, and not a lot of great offense coming from both teams.
Yeah, I think with the Mustangs, you got Venduska inside, you've got Schneider. I think it's okay. They're running the zone right now. They're almost daring you to shoot it from the outside. They don't want it inside. Right now, the Mustangs haven't been able to capitalize behind the arc, but they're going to keep trying it for sure. Good thought there. It was a good idea there by Zeller. Schneider just wasn't quite ready for that entry pass, but
Weber deep three won't go. Hopper comes away with the rebound. Hits a cutting Lambert. His layup won't go. Rebound Venduska. For the Mustang offense here, Judd, we kind of saw it in the girls' game too. A little complacency here with the zone. Not a lot of movement on that backside.
Yeah, I mean, to find the seam, I mean, if they're just going to sit there right there, good entry pass, kick it right back out, that's what you want to do. Inside out, either split the seam or go in and out.
Nice pass inside to Christensen. Pump fake and one opportunity for number 0, Trevor Christensen. Third one opportunity is good for Christensen. Group substitution for the Mustangs. McCarn, Martini, and Rosa checking back in for the Mustangs. 10-point lead here halfway through the second quarter. Here's Lambert to Woodard to Hopper. Back up top to Lambert. Lambert going to work on Vendeska. Hopper looking for Weber. Spins to his left, draws the double team. Nice pass inside to Weber. He'll be fouled by Martini, and he'll head to the line for 2.
Be Martini's first foul. Looks like the team first foul here in the second quarter. It's been a clean game so far.
Yes. Weber's second free throw won't go. Rebound will go to Vendeska. They get Hopper with the foul there. That'll be his second, team third. Checking back in for the Falcons, number 2, Eli Harmison. Here's McCarn. Over to Vendeska, finds Rosa, back up to Martini. Inside to Schneider, draws a double team, hits a cutting Rosa, and that'll be a turnover for the Mustangs.
Yeah, tough entry pass at his feet right there, surrounded by blue players. Schneider probably actually had a better turnaround shot than what Rosa was going to have, even if he could have got that ball.
Lambert lets the 3 go, no good. Back to Woodard. Woodard drives in. Rosa slips on a banana peel, and Lambert gets the bucket.
Gonna have a full timeout here taken by the Falcons. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Farmer State Bank.
Farmer State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you have a student looking for financial independence to get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmer State Bank today. You can receive a $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account, plus $25 cash each semester with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Still got time in this timeout for another break. Little Apple Quality Home Sales. Little Apple Quality Home Sales is your source for manufactured, modular, and mobile homes. Little Apple Quality Homes is a leader in manufactured homes in Kansas, locally owned and operated in Manhattan. With a combined 54 years of service in the business, they are dedicated professionals that are ready to assist you in your new home. Little Apple Quality Homes carry Skyline, Schultz, and Clayton Homes, some of the best built and most respected names in the industry. Visit Little Apple Quality Homes today at littleapplequalityhomes.com.
Just under 3 minutes to play here, second quarter. Here's Rosa over to Martini. Back to Rosa. Nice ball movement there by the Mustangs. Schneider gets the bucket to go.
That's what I'd like to see more for the Mustangs. Schneider and Vendeska underneath, even Rosa at times. You don't have to shoot everything from behind the arc. Take advantage. You got a little bit of size and athleticism down in the paint. Take it.
Tough shot by Weber. Vendeska comes away with the rebound. Mustangs have numbers. Here's Schneider into the corner. McCarn. Back out to Vendeska. Stolen by, that's Harmison. Harmison inside to Weber. Layups, got it.
Got it. Good. It's okay. Words trip you up more as you get older, too.
Here's McCarn to Martini. Back to Schneider. Fires a 3, won't go. Rebound Vendeska. Good ball movement there by the Mustangs. Rosa fires a 3. No good. Rebound Martini. Back out to Schneider. Over to McCarn.
I was going to say, look at the space in the middle of the lane. took them too long to find it, and by the time they found it, I think the Falcons realized it as well. The lane was wide open for that entire sequence.
Here's Woodard going to work on Venduska. Drive by Harmison. Draws the double back out to Woodard. Inside to Weber. Fires a three, won't go. Rebound, Schneider.
1 minute left to go in the first half.
Here's Schneider, drives in. Floater has it blocked by Weber. And I believe they're going to call Weber on the foul there.
Yeah, they signaled it. Maybe he got him with the ball, but his arm hit him in the head.
It looked like a clean block to me.
Yeah, from this angle, it certainly did.
First free throw for Schneider is good. David Wilkinson and Coley Burgess checking back in for the Mustangs, as well as number 22. That is Donovan DeBita. Second free throw rattles out for Schneider. Rebound by Rosa. And we're going to have a block. That'll go on number 2, Eli Harmison. That'll be his first, team 5th. So that'll send Schneider to the line for 2. Schneider's first free throw is good. 10-point lead now for the Mustangs.
Yeah, DeBita trying to check in for Schneider. He just wants to keep shooting free throws.
There you go. I was going to say, you always get that odd glare when you're checking in for the shooter and they miss the second free throw.
He's like, well, I don't want to come out.
It's funny. I had a buddy in college who would do that. He'd miss the second one on purpose because he didn't want to come out of the game.
It only works out if somehow the ball ends up back in your hand like it did with Schneider in the last sequence.
Right.
40 seconds left to go. Looks like Wilkinson's going to pick up a push from behind there on that foul.
So that'll go on. That'll be on David Wilkinson, his first, team 2nd. Lob pass into Harmison, guarded by DeBita, 35 seconds remaining. Harmison drives to his left, kicks it back out to Lambert. Now over to Weber. Tries to hit a cutting KJ Davis. That'll be stolen. Pass ahead to Martini.
Tough shot.
Layup will go.
Awkward shot. Had to switch hands in the air.
7 seconds remaining. Here's Lambert. Deep three, top of the key, won't go. And 0.2 seconds remaining. Not enough time to get a shot off.
I don't know what you can do with 0.2.
That's a very quick release.
Well, that's a boo-boo right there. Yeah, the clock should not start until a player touched the ball. So not really much they could do, but they're going to go ahead and replay this. Basically, if you're Falcons, I think you're just standing in a 3-2 half-court press. Don't let them get anything more than half-court.
Right.
I wouldn't even shoot it. Don't mess up your
shooting percentage.
Don't mess up your shooting percentage by trying a three-quarter court shot.
So this potentially may have been a Bandit brain teaser in the future, but I believe it was in 2010, 2008, right around there. I believe it was actually, funny enough, they were playing the Riley County Falcons. Throwback to Hugin Rawhauser. Gets a inbounds with like 3 seconds remaining, full court heave, hits it, going into halftime.
All right, well, talk about Bandit brain teaser and miracle three-point shots. Let's go ahead and get to our answer for our first Bandit brain teaser. And what is the Kansas High School boys team record for highest three-point shooting percent in a season? 38.5, 40.2, 42.9, 45.4. Nailed it.
Oh, boy.
D, 45.4.
Don't call it a comeback, folks.
In 2017, the Ottawa boys went 122 for 269 for a season-high record, 45.4%.
I will say that is very impressive.
That
only
is.
taking almost 300 3-pointers in the season to come away with a percentage like that.
So we're going to have the dance team here on, folks. We'll have a camera going, but because of copyright regulations, we will not be able to have the sound going. So we will have some background music going, but you are free to watch the dance team, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with a recap of the first half. So we got about 5 minutes here to go before we get started with second half action. This is a Monday night game. Not a lot of games happening around the state, but we could recap some of the games from last week in 4A action. We talked about McPherson being the number 2 team, actually number 1 team in 4A boys. They won Friday night 82-34 over Buhler, who also was a ranked team at one point in time. Mulvane over Winfield 64-45. Concordia, I would have to call this an upset over Marysville last week. They won 54-52. Marysville is a defending 3A champ and league champ. Concordia struggled at times in basketball, but coming up with the upset victory last week. Hugoton, another powerhouse juggernaut, McPherson and Hugerton is going to be, that's on a collision course there at State, beating Southwestern Heights 90-38. Circle over Augusta 54-44. Clearwater over El Dorado 55-50. Rose Hill 50. Wellington 45. Chapman 54. Wamego 37. I think that's a little bit of a surprise to me. Abilene 64 over Southeast Saline 53. Ulysses over Stanton County 54-45. And so those some of your recaps for last week. McPherson winning again over Winfield 48-17. Augusta over Buhler. Hugoton again over Cimarron 93-20. Circle 66 over Mulvane 58. Andale 52. Clearwater 28. Marysville coming back after that early week loss, coming back to beat Chapman 52-45. So some of the scores in and around the area. And right before at break, we were talking about three-point shooting percentage. The record for a team is 45.4. Tell you, Mustangs aren't quite shooting that. So in the first half, 3 for 13, 23%. 11 for 22 overall in the field goal, 45%. 5 for 7 for 71% from the free throw line. Mustangs being led by number 24, Brady Schneider, with 9. Number 0, Trevor Christensen, with 6. Number 3, Coley Burgess with 5. And then Gavin Rosa, number 4, and Riker Zeller, number 23, both chipping in with 3. So Vendesco only had one opportunity, one shot in that first half. I think the Falcons are kind of keying on him just a little bit, and rightfully so. But again, they have a three-headed monster. You take one out, there's still 2 others, and other Mustangs have been stepping up tonight as well.
But this has been something we've seen before with this Mustang team. You know, they may not shoot the best, but their points come from steals and points in transition. So as long as they can keep doing that and dictating the tempo, they'll be fine.
Yeah, and for the Falcons, it's really score by committee. They don't really have anybody that's jumped out. Number 22, Woodard's got 4. Number 3, Weber's got 4. Number 15, Lambert's got 3. And then you got Hopper, Harmison, both with 2. So they kind of just shared the wealth and spread around just a little bit in that first half. But a quick-paced game, kind of a low-scoring game a little bit for the first half. But it went by very, very quick, very clean game. There's only a couple of players that kind of got themselves in a little bit of foul trouble. For the Falcons, they have 3 players with 2 fouls, but other than that, pretty clean game. Kind of what we'd expect out of this. It's a friendly rivalry, I guess is what you would call it, the RC Rumble.
Yep.
So got about a minute 45 before we start second half action. We'll tell you folks that are tuned in at home, we probably will have a little bit of a problem with the scoreboard cry at the bottom, having a little bit of technical difficulty, so Isaiah and I will do our best to keep the score and the clock updated as we go along here.
I thought you were throwing me under the bus for a second. I thought you'd be like, and Isaiah will be mentioning the score as much as possible, and I'll be like, what is going on?
Yeah, and we're going to probably try to avoid showing you us as much as possible as well.
Yeah,
I think
that'd probably be for the best.
I think that's run its course.
Yeah.
Minute left to go. Mustangs really just kind of looking to keep doing what they did in the first half, really want to control the pace of the game. Maybe look inside the paint a little bit more. I think they took some unnecessary threes, and we saw some wide open looks inside the paint. Sometimes they missed, and Falcons sat in a 2-3 zone a lot, and they just weren't doing a lot of dribble penetrate or in or out.
Right.
So maybe see a little bit more of that.
And not only that, but I don't want to say that the Mustangs stooped to the Falcons level, but it almost seemed like the pace, they had the Falcons right where they wanted them. They were speeding them up with the full court press. They were getting points in transition, but it almost got to the point where the Falcons would come down, throw up a crazy shot. Mustangs would come down and do the same. So I think they need to get back into, I wouldn't say control of this game, but get back to playing their brand of basketball.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think it kind of went back and forth that you'd see in a normal kind of a contest of the ebb and flow. It was really quick. Mustangs sped the Falcons up. The Falcons played with it. And then at times, the Mustangs were actually the ones that slowed the game back down, and the Falcons quickly just adjusted to. Said, oh, yeah, we can go ahead and slow it back down. It's only a 13-point lead for the Mustangs here to start the second half. It's not an insurmountable one. We've seen this Falcon team go on little runs in the past. They kind of came out matching stride for stride early on, and Mustangs really got a hot streak right about the middle of the first quarter.
Right.
Jumped out to about an 8-point lead, and that's really been the biggest difference of this game.
And one of the things I would say, if the Falcons come out in that zone defense, would be nice to see the Mustangs be able to move without the basketball. There's a lot of standing around on that backside. Of course, you had guys like Dagan Medeska, Riker Zeller, and Brady Schneider finding the seams, but, you know, see a spot-up shooter or find that soft underbelly of the zone.
Yeah, and, you know, Vendeska's been held pretty much in check, and we'll see if he can, not get too frustrated and try to overdo anything and just keep playing the game that he can play. Even if he's not scoring, there's other things that he can do. But Mustangs trying to force it just a little bit too much right there, and the turnover by Burgess.
That last bucket coming by number 15, Jake Lambert for the Falcons. Here's Harmison, draws a double team. We're going to have a foul. This will go on Vendeska, his first, team first. So I think thinking Vendeska could breathe a little sigh of relief, only his first foul here this evening.
Yeah, so that's why I was talking about, he doesn't want to get too aggressive, but he wants to play his game, but he wants to get involved on the offensive side for sure.
Woodard fires a three, and a 5-0 run now for the Falcons. 28-20 your score. Three-two zone for the Falcons here. Here's Christensen over to Burgess. To Zeller. Zeller drives in, has it poked away. This will be stolen by Lambert. Lambert out to Woodard, and they're going to get Woodard with the travel. So that'll be a turnover for the Falcons. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yes, got the ball, saw the open lane. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by the Mustangs. That's going to be brought to you by Shortstop.
Offering the convenience that you need and the service you deserve. You'll find a friendly employee ready to serve you every time you walk through the door. Shortstop always has daily food and drink specials at the highest quality fuel at each of their 17 locations throughout Kansas, including Clay Center, Walmego, Manhattan, and Westmoreland. No matter where you're going or how long it takes you to get there, you'll always have time for a short stop.
Also a location in Riley, I believe.
That is correct. And a shortstop here in the action. Smart timeout there by Coach Smith. Falcons come out on a 5-0 run. So I don't mind that timeout. You don't want to see a run go to 10. You want to stop the bleeding early.
I mean, you got 5 timeouts. You had 2 30-second timeouts, 3 full timeouts. You didn't take any in the first half. Yeah, go ahead and get it stopped. Regroup a little bit. Talk about, hey, guys, it's only an 8-point lead now. Let's play Mustang basketball. Let's do our thing.
Corner three for Zeller. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Takes it to Christensen. Christensen has his pocket pick. We're having a scramble for the bodies. That's Hopper. Comes up with the basketball. Ahead to Woodard. And Woodard can't get the layup to go.
Mustangs kind of caught a break right there. He had.
I was going to say, he had the layup, and Vendeska slapped the backboard there.
Rattled it just enough to disrupt it, I think. That actually used to be against the rules back in my day.
Right.
It was considered a goaltending.
I think it still is. I think he might have got away with one there. Burgess inside. Jumper will go. Snaps the 5-0 run of the Falcons. 10-point lead now for the Mustangs, 30-20. Harmison on the crossover, going to work on Zeller. Inside to Weber. Hook shot won't go. Rebound Christensen. And they're going to get Weber with the foul.
Yeah, that's tough foul right there. I could have gone 3 different ways right there. Christian was just on the verge of traveling. I thought the foul was earlier on in the interaction, but picked up a foul there on Weber. That's his first.
Here's Christensen. He had Vendeska wide open in the short corner. Over to Zeller. Now finds Vendeska. Back out to Burgess. Over to Zeller. Back to Burgess. Over to Christensen. Good ball movement here by the Mustangs. Has Christensen on the backside. Nice pass inside to Schneider for the easy 2. 12-point lead now for the Mustangs, 32-20. 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, it looked like the Mustangs is running kind of a version of the triangle offense right there. But yeah, Vendeska several times along that baseline was wide open. When they finally got to him, it got that double team and was able to dump that right off to Schneider for an easy bucket.
We have a foul. That'll go on the Mustangs. We'll send Hopper to the line. That'll go on Riker Zeller, his team second, excuse me.
32-20 Mustangs.
First free throw won't go for Hopper.
4:32 left to go in the third quarter. Again, we apologize. Scoreboard malfunctioning there on the screen, so we'll do our best to keep you updated. 32-20 Mustangs, 4:32 left to go in the third.
Empty trip for Hopper. Schneider comes away with the rebound. Ahead to Zeller, splits the double team, loses it. Stolen by Weber. And we could be seeing a change in the score here if the turnovers of the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs are trying to press it as much as they can, but really kind of got sloppy there a few times.
Nice take by number 22, Jace Woodard. Lead back down to 10 now for the Mustangs. Here's Zeller inside to Schneider. Back out to Zeller. Back out to Burgess. Has it tipped. And possession arrow will go to the Falcons.
I think he thought somebody was where they weren't at. Just end up throwing that out of bounds.
Rosa and Martini checking back in for the Mustangs. KJ Davis checking back in for the Falcons. 3:40 to play here, third quarter. 10-point lead for the Mustangs. Harmison over to Weber. Dribble drive for the Falcons. Here's Woodard, guarded by Venduska, drives in, has it poked away, and they're going to get Woodard with a double dribble. Don't believe that call there. Initially had it poked away by Venduska. He let it hit the floor, regathered possession.
Yeah, I would not have wanted to make that call. I kind of thought he traveled before it was poked away. Then he got the ball back, had lost possession, regained possession. I don't think it was a double dribble, but it was almost like they missed the first one, so they wanted to get the second one, but it almost had him on the arm as well. But again, tough call. Mustangs get the ball back. Burgess with a three. Nice rebound by Venduska, just in and out of his hands.
I think he wanted to go back up with it, but they decided at the last second to come down with it. So possession arrow will go to the Falcons as Harmison gets things set up for the Falcon offense. Over to Weber, guarded by Martini. And that's Lambert. Good defense there by Martini, but he'll be called for the reach. That'll be his his second, team third. David Wilkinson checking back in for the Mustangs.
32-22 Mustangs, 2:42 left to go here in the third.
Here's Harmison, guarded by Schneider. Inside to Davis, back outside Woodard. Nylon, big three there by Jake Lambert.
That thing came down with icicles on it.
It did.
That timeout's going to be brought to you by Faith Furniture. Serving the Manhattan and surrounding area since 1952, Faith Furniture takes pride in the value, selection, knowledge, and family experience to share with all of their customers. If you're looking for a full arrangement of great-looking furniture for your living room, dining room, bedroom, and office, or just looking for the perfect accent to tie the room together, Faith Furniture has what you're looking for. When it comes to buying new furniture, you got to have faith. Should we try to slam in our second Bandit brain teaser here? Cody, what do you think? He says, why not? Why not? So, much like the girls for the boys, what is the fewest number of fouls called in the Kansas high school boys game total for both teams combined? Is it A, 6, B, 8, C, 10, or D, 12?
I'm going to go with D, 12. Good move by Schneider, can't come away with the bucket. Lambert ahead to Davis, back to Harmison. Back out Lambert. Back-to-back threes for Jake Lambert. 4-point game. Coley Burgess, can he answer? He does. Seven-point game. Lambert fires another three. Heat check. Rebound by Martini.
Landed on that ball a little awkwardly.
Yeah.
Looks like he's okay. Tougher than I am.
He's a football player. He'll be all right.
Fouls on number 2, Eli Harmonson, his second foul. Mustangs 35, Falcons 28, minute 30 left to go here in the third.
Nice pass inside to Wilkinson. Off balance, throwing that pass is Peter Martini. He'll send David Wilkinson to the line for 2. That foul going on Harmonson, his second, team second.
So I think they're trying to get their number straight. I think it's going to be on number 4, KJ Davis. A couple guys down in there. I think they wanted to confirm, make sure they got it right. His first foul, team third.
First free throw for Wilkinson is good. 8-point lead now for the Mustangs. Peyton McCarn checking back in for the Mustangs. Second free throw for Wilkinson won't go.
Going to get Schneider on a foul there.
That'll be his second, team fourth. Minute and 20 remaining here. 36-28 your score. Here's Harmonson going to work on McCarn. Spins to his right, draws the double team. Dangerous place to pick up the basketball. Nice pass to Woodard. Fires a 3, won't go. Rebound Schneider. Schneider to Martini. Just under a minute to play. Here's Wilkinson, short corner. Back to Martini, over to Rosa. Rosa will fire a 3. Won't go. Wilkinson rebound. He'll head back to the line for 2.
Yeah, it looked like Rosa kind of short-armed that a little bit. Didn't have much of his legs under him. His feet weren't quite set yet. Came up just short, but Wilkinson underneath with the rebound. Getting the harm. Going to the line, shoot 2.
First free throw for Wilkinson is good. Donovan DeVita and Dagan Vendeska checking back in for the Mustangs, as well as Trevor Christensen. Second free throw rattles home for Wilkinson. Christensen checks in for him. 48.5 seconds remaining. Back to a 10-point lead now for the Mustangs. Here's Woodard off the screen from Davis. Over to Lambert. And Davis will be fouled. That'll be on Martini. And that'll be free throws for KJ Davis.
Yeah, pace of the game has slowed greatly here in the third quarter. Really been kind of dictated by the Falcons here. I think Mustangs are okay with a low-scoring game as long as they're the ones that are in the lead.
Both free throws good for Davis. 8-point lead now for the Mustangs, 30 seconds remaining. 2-3 look for the Falcons.
Looks like Mustangs are going to hold for last shot.
$15 seconds remaining now. And Coach Smith has a timeout.
So that timeout's going to be brought to you by Farmer State Bank. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. Farmer State Bank celebrating 125 years of banking service in the communities of Westmoreland, Manhattan, and Onega. If you are a student or have a student looking for financial independence and want to get rewarded for good grades, open up a Books and Bucks checking account with Farmer State Bank today. You can receive a $10 Amazon gift card for opening an account, plus $25 cash each semester with a GPA of 3.5 or higher. To learn more, visit any of their 3 locations or visit them online at bankwithfarmers.com. Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, and your equal housing lender.
Happy birthday, Farmers State Bank. No Farmers State Bank shots here in the boys matchup yet, Judd.
Yeah, you don't see as many of those probably outside of about 2 to 5 foot range, right?
Correct.
Not
theoretically.
Unless it's old men's league.
That's right.
And it's always, I called that.
Yeah. My favorite's when you're playing pickup at the rec and someone makes it for the game, but they don't call it. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Mustangs will get a shot off there to end the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, 38-30 your score.
Yeah, appearing and breaking the action, we have Little Apple Quality Homes. Little Apple Quality Homes is your source for manufactured, modular, and mobile homes. Little Apple Quality Homes is a leader in manufactured homes in Kansas. Locally owned and operated here in Manhattan. With a combined 54 years in the business, they are dedicated professionals that are ready to assist you with your new home. Little Apple Quality Homes carry Skyline, Schultz, and Clayton Homes, some of the best built and most respected names in the industry. Visit Little Apple Quality Homes today at littleapplequalityhomes.com.
Shouts out to Mark Largent. Mark and Kathy Largent watching from KC, Wyoming, as well as Roberta Burgess watching from Scott City. Go Mustangs and number 3.
While we have a break in the action by Roach Media Group, your local friendly professional photographer. Packages available for engagements, weddings, professional headshots, senior and family portraits, providing high-resolution image files or prints, taken on location or in their studio with professional edits available. They are also your local area expert in real estate photography and videography. Ask about the drone and VR 360 tours when you reach out to them today at roachmediagroup.com. That's ROCHE mediagroup.com. And we'll have an answer here for the Bandit Brain Teaser here shortly when we have a first break in our action. Because I know you're all dying to know.
Fresh 8 minutes on the clock here. 38-30 your score. Christensen draws a double team in the corner. Pass out to Schneider. Now Zeller drives in. It's Venduska corner. Skip pass to Burgess. Burgess drives in, pull-up jumper, got it. Mustangs strike first here, fourth quarter. 10-point lead now.
Yeah, I expect to see the ball in Burgess's hand a lot here in the fourth quarter, have him kind of take over. He's not going to give up this 10-point lead. He's going to make sure the offense runs through him here on out.
That'll be a three-pointer for Woodard. He got it. 7-point lead now for the Mustangs. And the Falcons aren't out of this yet.
No, not by any shot. No need to actually go for a 3 here. You don't have to match what they're doing yet. Not have to worry about that until they get it back within about 6 points. But right now, if you can still work your offense, get your easy 2s, then you're going to come out looking for a 3 on their end. Your defense has to step up and do its job then at that point.
There's Burgess, 6:45 remaining. Pass over to Zeller. Zeller drives in. Now Christensen. Zeller in the corner, thought about the three-pointer. Skip pass out to Schneider to Burgess. He'll fire a 3, won't go. Rebound will go to number 15, that's Lambert.
Yeah, I'm not sure the offense you want to run right now is 4 guys standing behind the arc just playing catch and 1 guy working inside. They've had paint points all night. They're readily available.
And we're going to have a charge call. It's two Schneider charges now here. That foul going on number 15, Jake Lambert, his 4th, team first of the 4th.
Checking in for the Mustangs, 33, David Wilkinson, and checking in for the Falcons, number 24, Trey Weber. Lambert with 3 fouls, going to get a little bit of a break here in the 4th. Looks like Venduska's going to come out, take a little breather, maybe nursing an ankle or something there just a little bit.
You see a little more movement from this Mustang offense. What a handle by Trevor Christensen. Gets his own rebound. Oh, my goodness. Trevor Christensen with the Kyrie-like handles out there on the floor.
So we're going to have a full timeout here by the Mustangs. That's going to be brought to you by Backroads Broadcasting.
Backroads Broadcasting and Rock Creek High School Journalism is working harder than ever to bring the action home to you. If you are looking for a live broadcast of your future event or are interested in being a sponsor of future events, contact sales@brbc.live. Even if you are just enjoying tonight's free broadcast and would like to help out Backroads Broadcasting or Rock Creek High School Journalism, you can always donate through Cash App, $BRBCL, at Venmo at BRBCL. Visit any of the social medias at BRBC Live. Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, and YouTube.
Backroads Broadcasting will also be working at the Flint Hills Area Home Show February 24th if you care to stop by and check them out. Let's go ahead and get to that Bandit Brain teaser. Oh, look at that. Didn't even know we had that. Amazing. Flint Hills Home Show February 23rd to the 25th, our National Guard Armory, 721 Levy Drive, Manhattan. We will be there doing interviews with multiple sponsors and industry leaders. Bandit Brain teaser, where were we? Yeah.
Least fouls.
Least amount of fouls called in a Kansas high school boys game. Total for both teams combined. And the answer is going to be A, 6.
I was halfway there. Quick pass into Wilkinson. He gets the bucket to go. Lead back up to 9 now, 42-33 here. Just under 6 minutes remaining. That's Woodard on the drive. Scoop layup won't go. Rebound Schneider. Here's Zeller. Over to Burgess. Back to Zeller. He'll fire a 3. Bottoms. Got it. .12 lead now for the Mustangs. Here's Hopper on the drive. Contested jumper won't go. Rebound Schneider. Here comes Zeller now.
45-33 Mustangs. 5 minutes left to go here in the ball game.
Christensen in the corner. Wilkinson, jumper, top of the key, won't go. Rebound Weber. 5 minutes, just under 5 minutes remaining here, fourth quarter. Here's Harmison. Draws the double team inside to Weber. Pump fakes. Triple team, doesn't matter. Weber gets the bucket.
Yeah, he wanted that one good. He backed himself in, got him in good position. Lead sitting at 10 for the Mustangs, 45-35.
Here's Burgess, drives to his right. Gets the offense set up for the Mustangs. Over to Schneider, to Wilkinson. Here's the dribble drive look for the Mustangs. Back up at the top of the key, Schneider, guarded by Hopper.
So Mustangs going to use some time here. We talked about the fewest number of fouls in a game as being 6. That actually last time happened in 2020. Nice move there. Just couldn't get the pass or shot off there.
10-point lead for the Mustangs, 45-35. 3:50 remaining here, fourth quarter. Here's Hopper, corner, inside to Weber. Back out to Woodard. Pull-up jumper won't go. Rebound Schneider.
You know, we had a trivia question about the biggest mascots or the most used mascots in Kansas. That game was Osborne Bulldogs against the Chase Bulldogs. They each had 3.
Wow.
Again, either a really clean game or a poorly officiated game.
If you're just joining us, 3:25 remaining here, fourth quarter. Isaiah Dobbins, Judd McCormick here on the call. Christensen will be fouled. That'll go on number 24 of the Falcons. That'll be Trey Weber, his third, team second.
I'm pretty sure at one point in time there, Christensen had one hand on the ball, was trying to push people away with the other, like, this is mine, you can't have it. But ended up being a foul. Called on Trey
on the
Weber.
Inbound to Schneider. He'll be fouled and head to the line for 2. They're going to get Eli Harmison with the foul. That'll be his third, team third. First free throw for Schneider is good.
And I just noticed the student section must be Christmas pajama theme night down here with the last game for the Mustangs before the Christmas break.
Both free throws are good for Schneider. And mentioned the pregame, Schneider having a big game last time we were here on Backroads Broadcasting. a 20-point double-double. I believe he's encroaching on another double-double here this evening.
Yeah, it'll be really, really close. We'll take a look at that when we do kind of a recap at the end of the game. Speaking of Schneider, that's going to be a foul called on him. I believe that's going to be his third.
That'll be his third, team first. That'll send number 3, Trent Weber, to the line for 2. First free throw for Weber's good. Trims the lead down to 11 for the Mustangs.
Not that it matters as much, but I noticed Coach Smith has ditched the suit for the casual look. But wearing the Nike, I'm sure you know, Jordans of some era.
The dunks, the Nike Dunk lows.
It's going to be a timeout taken by the Falcons. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. That timeout's going to be brought to you by Liming Productions.
Based out of St. George, Liming Productions is your source for 5-star wedding videography, event videography, corporate events, and small business commercials. Let Liming Productions capture all your special moments and compile the story you'll want to watch over and over. Liming Production, capturing stories for life. See their services and highlights at facebook.com/Liming Productions. 3:04 remaining here, 11-point lead for the Mustangs. And we've seen the Falcons kind of claw their way back into this points, at least trimming the lead down to, I believe, 6 late in the third quarter.
Yeah, and Coach Smith took a timeout, and they came back out of that break and got a couple quick buckets, got it back into the double-digit lead. And kind of right there, this whole fourth quarter been somewhere in that 9 to 12-point range. Every time the Falcons chip into it a little bit, the Mustangs have an answer.
We're going to have a push-off on Burgess. No foul call there, as Woodard can't get the layup to go. Rebound will go to Venduska, 2:45 remaining. Burgess drives in, kicks it out to Schneider. Schneider driving in, go up for the layup, got it.
Kind of an awkward layup, got caught mid-step, but kind of went off the opposite wrong foot, but still with his right hand got it to go in. So extending that lead back out to 13 for the Mustangs, 49-36. Schneider in on a steal right now, scramble on the floor. We're going to call jump ball.
The possession arrow will stay with the Falcons here.
I'm not sure anybody really had possession, but it was getting a little dangerous on the floor. Player safety, call it.
Yeah. Inbound Harmison layup.
Good inbounds pass right there. Kind of caught the Mustangs napping a little bit on that inbounds.
11-point lead now for the Mustangs. Zeller inside to McCarn. McCarn draws a double team inside to Schneider. Hits a cutting Burgess. Layup, got it.
Good ball movement there by the Mustangs, finding the open player, hitting the seam. Burgess away from the ball. You know, sometimes it's all right to have him off the ball. Good look, good pass. Mustangs back up 51-38.
Venduska tries to go in for the steal. You're going to get him with the foul. I believe that'll be his second. Team second. Student section wanting, I believe it's number 25, Dylan Jones, checking the game. Here's the entry pass into Weber, guarded by Schneider. Weber collects himself, layup won't go, rebound Schneider. Here's Zeller ahead to Burgess. Burgess draws a double team. Zeller drives to his left, finds Schneider. And minute 15 remaining here, fourth quarter. The Mustangs looking like they're going to play keep away here, as they're up 13, 51-38 your score here, minute remaining.
1 minute remaining.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. I felt like I was in Bramlage there for a second.
I went with my radio voice on that.
58.3 seconds remaining, 13-point lead for the Mustangs. Inbounds pass to Rosa, guarded by Lambert. To McCarn. Back out to Zeller. Over to Schneider. Need a little sense of urgency here for the Falcons. Burgess drives in, kicks it back out to Schneider.
Boy, he wanted that one really bad. He's like, oh, come on, coach, come on. They're probably right behind him going, nope. So 25 seconds left to go. Mustangs look to just roll this one out. Turnover back. Good hustle there by the Falcons. It's that number.
That'll be Woodard.
Yeah, foul's going to be on number 24, Trey Weber. That'll be his 4th. Team 5th. Mustangs shooting 2 here. Schneider.
17 seconds remaining. First free throw for Schneider is good. That'll increase the lead to 14. Second free throw won't go for Schneider. Rebound will go to Harmison. 14 seconds remaining. Mustangs extend their win streak to 3.
What a shot.
Circus shot by Weber. That'll go. Final score, 52-40 here at the Rock as the Mustangs take down the Falcons.
Yeah, kind of a back and forth showing there for the Mustangs. The pace was kind of back and forth as well. We kind of expected a quicker pace game, but the Mustangs kind of slowed it back down. Let Riley kind of slow back down into it a little bit more. Mustangs end up winning that game 52-40. Leading the way for the Falcons going to be Woodard, number 22 with 12. Weber with number 24 with 4. Looks like Lambert 15 with 9. Number 3 Weber with 3. Harmison number 2 with 4. Leading the way for the Mustangs. Looks like Brady Schneider, according to mine, just shy of a double-double, had 8 rebounds, 16 points. Coley Burgess chipped in for 14 points. Zeller and Christensen both with 6 points. Rosa with 3, Martini with 2. Mustangs shot 11 from 15 from the free throw line. Only 5 for 19 again behind the arc. You know, they're not hitting those big shots behind the arc as often as we've seen in the past. We know the shooters can shoot it. They just not quite haven't found the range yet this year, so struggling just a little bit. Overall, 47% from the field, 18 for 38. 15 turnovers, 27 rebounds.
And I think if the Mustangs can figure out their three-point woes, they'll be a dangerous team. I mean, if they can at least make 3-4 more three-pointers, you're looking at a 30% three-point shooting team. So definitely can make a deep run here, but they do have some tests coming up in their schedule.
Yeah, so not only from the three-point, but they've really kind of struggled from the free throw line. I don't think of a team as we've seen them, they've shot any better in about 70, 75%. So, you know, for the shooting and the hot hands that they have, you'd expect their free throws to be a little bit better. But, yeah, last game here for the Mustangs before the Christmas break. But like we said, they start out, you know, the first week back on the road at Silver Lake, at Rossville, going to be a couple of tough matchups before, you know, they come back home here and see the Wabaunsee Chargers. And that will be our next actual broadcast as well. So I think that's going to wrap it up here for us in the first half of the season here for the Mustangs, first third of the season. I want to thank our sponsors and donors. Because of their continued support, Backroads Broadcasting continue bringing the action home to you. I want to thank you to our production team, Cody Lyman, Cody Roach, for their expertise on cameras, graphics, program, and in-game production. Thank you to Shannon Schmidt and the Rock Creek High School journalism students for their part of the broadcast this evening. Kendall Crane and Lindsey Trent were joining us here running the cameras this evening.
The Backroads team will be back in action in the new year on January 12th with the Rock Creek Mustangs hosting the Wabaunsee Chargers here at the Rock. Thank you to our viewers. We appreciate you spending your evening with us. Drop us a line and let us know what you think. That's going to conclude another broadcast and production of Backroads Broadcasting here at the Rock. For everyone here at Backroads Broadcasting, we want to wish you everyone a safe and happy holiday.
As always, I'm Judd McCormick.
I'm Isaiah Dobbins. We got to go for now, but we'll BRB.